There was an '03 GT in town, and a high school kid had it, and it actually just lived a few blocks away from me. And the car was really nice. It was a 5-speed, which isn't too common around here. It seems like all the Mustangs I see are automatics. It had the dark gray cloth seats and dark interior, which I like a lot. He added a Mach 1 chin spoiler and an aftermarket grille. And it turned out that one of my friends who has an '06 GT was friends with the owner, and they got together, and the kid talked about how bad he wanted to lower it, so he put some coilovers on it, and it had those ugly wheels on it that were bullet style, but they were huge. They were unmistakable. I remember seeing the car around town, and I'd go on bike rides with my family, and since we only lived a couple blocks away, it would be kind of towards the direction we would be going on our bike rides. And I remember riding past it and stopping and getting off my bike for a second, looking in the windows and just seeing how nice of a car it was. I had an '03 GT Red Fire with brown interior for a little while, and it belongs to my sister now. So it was very similar, and it was nice to see this one in really good shape. But anyway, it turns out he was going down a highway that's about 50 miles an hour, a 40-mile-an-hour road, and he stopped at the end at a stoplight, and somebody just crashed right into the back of it. And it was really sad to hear about this. You can see that the quarter panel is buckled right by the side scoop there, and that the back bumper's crunched in and it bent the exhaust down. And it didn't look too bad at first, but that kind of damage is really expensive to repair. Quarter panels aren't able to be taken off on these cars, on the rear at least. They have to be cut off and welded in, and when you get into all that, you're getting into labor from the shop to take off the side scoop, take out the tail light, take out the bumper, just disassembling the car at $80, $100 an hour, whatever shops charge these days. It gets really expensive, and then buying the quarter panel at full price and everything. So you can see where this is headed, just like the '03 GT that I had for a little while that was totaled. The car's value just wasn't there to fix it with what it would cost for high labor costs and new parts, and so the car was totaled. Here's a picture from the back, and you can see how the bumper doesn't look too bad. It's hanging down a little bit, but the exhaust is bent, and you can see more of the buckle there by the side scoop. Now, the interesting thing about this was he had told my friend that the shop told him that the exhaust being hit that hard went all the way up to the exhaust manifolds and cracked the head. So that's another reason why they decided to total the car. And I saw it here in these pictures at the impound lot, where at the shop where they tow wrecked cars all the time. I just happened to see it when I was going by. Yeah, I guess you could say I have an eye for Mustang. I'm always catching them here and there, and my friends tell me I can smell them from a mile away. But anyway, I went and took some pictures and looked it over, and I felt really bad to see that this car was wrecked. And after talking with my friend, figuring out that the car was totaled, and I didn't know what was going to happen to it, and if it was going to get parted out or what was going to happen. And a few weeks went by, and I was on the Facebook page for the Las Vegas Mustangs, which is about 2 hours away from where I live. And this car showed up. It had the grille, it had the wheels, and somebody had taken the car and put a new bumper on the back, or at least they took the bumper off and they beat it out, punched it out a little bit, straightened it out. I think they just cut the exhaust off. They may have put a different cap back on it, and they listed it for sale, and they were selling it for a pretty good price. And to me, I was real happy to see it alive again and in good enough condition that somebody could own it and drive it again. And this proves that the car was still drivable, it was still good, and it's real sad to see cars get totaled for damage like that, like the quarter panel. And I really think that these cars are, a lot of them are still really good cars and could be used for basic transportation. And, like me, where I have several Mustangs and I'd like to have a nice one just to put the miles on, I think there's a lot of them out there that could get used like that. And I do know that a lot of them go down to Mexico. I've been told that a lot of salvage title cars go down there, and they use them down there, and they love them. So I don't know where the car is now, but I know that it was, put back together somewhat and sold, and so it's driving around somewhere. So I'd say this is a happier ending to a sad story, and I just wanted to share it. So thanks for watching. As always, I really appreciate your comments. I love hearing all the different stories that you guys tell me. I really enjoy reading through the comments and reading so many of your stories that I would never know otherwise. So this is a great experience for me as well as it is for people who like watching these videos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already on here, and check out the playlist of all these stories.